You are listening to Those Casual Reds with Casey Gayle, Jeremy Sanchez, and Mikey Douglas, only on LA Talk Radio.
So you know the deal. It's time for Those Casual Reds with Casey Gayle on LA Talk Radio.
What else is on yet, though? Go ahead. 1, 3, 4. Okay, shit out of me.
Whoa.
We're brought to you by Ballor and Manukin LLP. Ballor and Manukin and Shaq Gideon. BMS is what they're called. They're private litigation, personal injury litigation. Call them for 747-444-444. Get that free consultation. They're one of the finest in Southern California with a 98 or 97 success rate. Success rate.
Whoa.
Peace.
Success, guys.
As for they're led by Hike, Vahe, Ashat, Ani, David, Shushan. Did I say Ani?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baloran, Maluki, and Shagidian, this is what they're known as. Let's get it going. Sam, bring in everybody. We got a full show today, a full panel of Reds.
I'm glad you got the sponsors out there, Casey, because I thought we were getting shut down at the moment. So good thing to put the sponsors out there.
Yeah, I always got to keep the sponsors in. Yeah, they own us. Some people like to say we are owned.
You are.
Big show today. Fun show. I'm just going to give everybody introductions. I'm going to bring on some new people. Let's start with my man Ronaldo. How you doing, my brother? Another one of the Dirty South representatives. How you doing out there?
Holding it down, trying to stay sane.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That sounds so cold and heartless. You know what's cold and heartless? We're going to talk about cold and heartless in a little bit. My man Logan, another LA Red in the house. Oh, Logan, how you doing?
Doing
Logan.
well. How you boys doing?
Man, we're great. Happy birthday to my man Sean in Pittsburgh. Everybody give Sean a happy birthday. Good big gunshot to Sean. Blup, blup, blup shot. What's going on, Sean? How old are you today? 52. You're my age. Born in 71. How's it feel?
41, baby. 41. Good.
You look great for 41. You look great for 41. You look absolutely great. And the brand new father, my man Mikey Douglas, representing the ATL. How you doing, Pops?
Who's disrespecting? Who's disrespecting Sir Alex?
Wow.
Who's disrespecting Sir Alex?
Wow. That's how we do it with the Red Army. That's how we do with the Red Army. My in-studio host, Germ.
Yo, what's
Good
up,
to
man?
see you.
Good to be back. Good to be here in the
You gotta
studio.
put that small thing away.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, I can't get over what just happened.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Okay, Casey started.
Man, my man Cheese, what's good?
Yeah, I was enjoying my international break from Manchester United. Like everything was going so well until this bullshit today.
Well, we're going to get into the bullshit. We're going to get into the bullshit. Let me get y'all caught up with some current news. There were some injury concerns about Rasmus Holland. If he was going to be able to play, he'll be fine. He'll be good to go for this weekend. We got Lenny Euro and Kobe and Garnacho are up for the young player award. They're in the finals. Tyrell Malacia is expected to be included with the match day squad for the game against Leicester City. We'll all see. People, don't hold your breath. And today, happy birthday to our guy, King Cole. Andy Cole, today's his birthday. And this is another fun thing about Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson and the Manchester United Football Board have been asked not to enter the dressing room at Old Trafford, breaking a tradition that stretches back to the days of Sir Matt Buxton. That's interesting. That goes on today. And then the next topic we'll get. We'll get into it right now. So,
Do you want me to start off? Because I know it's going to piss Mikey off.
no, well, let's introduce it to the listeners out there. What's going on? Apparently,
I know what you're going to say. You're pro-establishment. I can read you.
Damn, it's already started. Okay,
Go
so
ahead,
let me
Casey,
get the
set it up
topic.
over
So
there.
the
Set it up
topic
over
that we
there.
got going on here is Sir Alex Ferguson has been fired by Sir Jim. Sir Jim said he spoke to him personally and said that he was part of the cutbacks that needed to be done. His 2.1 mil salary has now been removed from our books, which is I think 0.2% of our 60-something million pound revenue. That will get you, if you want to pay a player with that, it will cost you $40,000 a week. So I don't know who you get with that. But anyway, Sir Alex Ferguson is no longer in the books. His ambassadorship has been removed. I'm just going to let guys jump in there and get in there because I feel like this topic has been, I kind of went off on people today. Some people said some cheeky shit I thought was just flat out rude. Someone called him a greedy old man. Some people said he didn't need it. Some people said that he no longer needs to be an influence at the club. So some people voiced their opinion. So let's get into it. Sean, since you're ready to go, it's your birthday. You speak on it. How do you feel about this? Is this a good move by Ineos, or do you feel this is treasonous?
I don't see what the problem is. From what I read today, they both came to a mutual agreement that that he was stepping down and he would be welcome to all games.
You continue. Where did you read this? Because I read that.
It's online. I read it online. There's also, I believe, it's on the Man United website too. Man United MUTV. But I don't see a problem with it. The guy's 82. What's he doing this ambassador? Okay, I get that at the end of the day, he's a legend. He is the greatest manager that England has ever seen. But we are not Man United old, and we are fucking broke. It might be 2 million, might sound, but when you take the 2 million away from him, you take away the 500 people that have been fired, it starts to build up. At the end of the day, we're broke, and from what I'm seeing, it's a mutual. Like Fergie's fine with it. He's invited to all the games, so I don't see what the problem is. Like, what's the people that are pissed off about it? What's he doing to earn $2.5 million a year? What is he doing at Old Trafford? Because he's not traveling abroad. He goes to the games, and he can be an ambassador for free by going to the games. So I'll always love him. The club won't be where it is without him right now. So don't anyone get that skewed. With him being paid and Man United being broke as shit, I don't see what the problem is. If he's fine with it, what's the problem?
Fair point.
Good on you, Sean. Good on you, Sean. And I want to go next just because I'm also on the same wavelength as Sean. I didn't want to say it in front of you earlier.
Why?
I wanted to say it for the show because I see exactly. I see what you've been doing online.
You should, son.
No, I wanted to wait for this moment live so I can tell you here in studio.
He waited for me to say it first. That's what he was doing. He waited for me to say it first.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. I want to let you get your take on, right? I mean, the same thing. What is he offering? He's a legend. Great, right? The emotional side is you don't want this to happen, the optics, but logically and business wise, yeah. He can still go to games.
First of all,
it's not like
going to games as a consolation.
It's not that it's a consolation. It's the fact that as an ambassador, you're supposed to go out there. He's 80 plus years old. You're not going to ask for him to do that. He's going to go to games. He's going to be there, but he's not making decisions anymore. He's not having that weight.
All right.
Exactly. Just let him go. It's fine. This was amicable, as you see online. I don't know what the whole uproar is about. I get it emotionally. Sir Alex, right? He built this club the way he's supposed to be now. But, come on.
And those are all fair points.
All right.
I'm not going to jump on you. I'm here to listen.
Everyone has different opinions. I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. And mine is wrong. It's just my opinion.
Oh, no, my opinion's right.
All right.
He's right.
Mikey, jump in there, Mikey.
Man, about time listening to the pro-establishment for so long. All right, so Ji-Sung Park is an ambassador. Why? Why? He's not even the most famous guy in Korea no more. Why are we paying him? Why are we still paying Dennis Irwin? Why? Why are we paying those guys? Why are we paying
someone
Dwight
made a
York?
comment towards these.
Dwight
Why we
York,
keep those guys?
Dwight York has famously said he's not a United fan. Why? Why are we paying? He's an ambassador. Sir Bobby Charlton was an ambassador until he died. So this whole he's old thing, he did it till the day he died. Who's a better ambassador for the club than Sir Alex, the guy who built it? None of us would be in this room talking to each other unless Sir Alex done what he's done. Let's just say that, number one. Number two, the way it was done was bad. The way it was said was bad. Now, granted, they've come back now and said it's mutual consent. But the way it was said in the beginning, and then to say, oh, he's not allowed in the locker rooms. Like, who? That man can sit and wank in the Stretford end if he wants to, and we'll pay him for that. He made the place. He made the place. If $2 million is bending your pocket so much, you shouldn't run a football club. Not a one of this magnitude. The last thing is they cleared 250 staff before this, right? Before this for non-essential reasons. For non-essential, the term is they had too many people doing the same job, so they got rid of them. So now we have less staff than Chelsea, Tottenham, and all these other places, right? But yet we still paying Ji-sung Park, Robbo, Dennis Irwin, and men like that.
Let me stop you real quick. Ji-sung Park is an ambassador.
Stop you real quick. Let me finish.
Well, I was going to let you know what they do.
Okay, well, I'll let you know what Sir Alex does. He has a stand in the damn place.
Yeah, so when people talk about he should be let in the game,
yes. He has a damn stand. Anybody needs to be there, it's him. If anybody needs to be there, it's him. So I'm sorry. You can let me know. I gotta run.
Yeah, let me real quick.
Okay,
let me just read something here that was given to me. It says, "Can't speak to all, but most of these players I know personally and spend a decent amount of time with. Take Robo, for instance. He does over 120 engagements a year on behalf of the club as an ambassador. They actually want him to do more, but he said no. That's more 2 a week. All of these engagements generate sponsorship revenue for the club and more than cover his expense. Fergie doesn't do anything close to this number, hardly any, in fact, other than the lunches he hosts in the director's box each match."
So I didn't mean to blindside Mikey. Who wrote that?
Steven Baxter.
Blindsided me.
I know he's not a popular person, but anyway.
I don't know. They wanted me to read that.
So I just wanted to read that. Someone was trying to jump in here. Let's get Ronaldo in there. And I know, no, Sean, what were you saying to counter that?
Well, Ji-sung Park actually does hundreds of hours for Manchester United in South Korea and all over Asia.
Right.
You can throw your hands up at that, but most of Man United support comes from Asia.
Okay, that's great.
It is not from Manchester. It's not from England. It's from Asia.
Ji-sung Park has actually won. He actually has Premier League medals. He actually has a Champions League medal. So human stomach could go up the road. Ji-sung Park, ambassador. This whole thing is ridiculous.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Ronaldo. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, this whole thing is ridiculous because, I mean, to release it in public, I think was stupid. Stupid. Like, why this couldn't have been a hush-hush thing? And Fergie would have been in the stands watching games. He would have been in Champions League. He would have been watching better teams than us. And
Tell them. Tell them.
Oh, Man United's boss, Fergie. Yo, it doesn't even matter. They can pay him or not. Fergie's an ambassador no matter what by just being there.
Facts.
So, I mean, but now let's come back to center. Why do we have to cut money?
Oh, let's not go to that topic again. Let's go over there.
That's the problem
right there. And I like
let him cook. Let him cook.
Have to cut money. It's not Fergie's fault. It's not Ten Hag's fault, and it's not Ineos's fault. They're trying to fix the problem. The problem owns 75% of the club still. That's the reason why we have to cut Fergie's money. Glazers.
Logan, a virgin to the show. Welcome, Logan. This is his first time, Logan.
A virgin to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
So how you feel on this matter?
I talked to you a little bit earlier this morning, and I think there's just a lot of closed door conversation that's really going to dictate how I feel about this. If Ineos just kind of came in and said, this is how it is, screw you, Sir Alex, then obviously that shit's not cool. But, I think Sir Alex would do anything for this club, and if they say like, "Hey, we need some money," and like, if you forego your salary, I could see them kind of using this as a domino effect and cutting other ambassadors, and it's gonna look less bad unless they like. Imagine they just cut G-Sunk Park all of a sudden, and everyone found out. You know.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I just want to say this: if $2 million is breaking us this bad, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We're talking about saving $2 million on the book. That guy should get a legacy check just for existing.
We posted $113 million loss this year.
Okay, let me finish, please. Thank you. We wouldn't have a check to get if it's not for him. We wouldn't be watching this game as much as none of us would be in this room if it wasn't for his efforts. We would not. So I just don't see now if it's mutual, fine, I'm with that. But there's a whole lot of other ways the money needs to be cut up before we even get to Sir Alex. Before we even look in Sir Alex's direction, there's 1,000 other ways that shit needs to change. So that's why I didn't like it. And it came out badly in the beginning. The way
I agree with that.
In the beginning, the way it was said to us in the beginning was terrible. And the way it was marketed, like, oh yeah, we got rid of, and in the midst of all of this right now, you do this now. You do this right now. We're losing. We have a coach that
that's the point.
90% of us don't want. We have players that 90% of us hate. Why are we doing this now to a club? This is the worst timing. Its optics are terrible. That's why I'm like, this is dumb. I'm on Ineos watch, bro.
So, I agree with the way that it was said, but I'm going to say this. Like, what have we said here in the past? What do the media do to Man United? Flip shit, make shit look bad. Who is to say that this came out in a good light? How Fergie was okay with it, and then the media just flipped it.
Exactly.
Like they usually do.
Exactly.
Come on, we know what the media is like against
We're
United.
eating it up. We're falling for it all the time. Like, we don't have a siege mentality as fans. I feel like the players don't have a siege mentality.
And not only that,
they're really big because like you are so under attack right now, and you're not fighting, you're not playing better, you're not training properly. Like, do you care? Like, this is all they want. This is what the media want. We kicked their ass for 26 years because of Fergie, and now we're under pressure. They're gonna take everything and anything and flip it negatively to have us bickering like this.
But that's the thing. If I'm Ineos, I know this is what the media does. So why even say anything?
It's stupid for that. Absolutely.
Especially at this part in time of the season where we suck and y'all are fighting for this coach. Y'all have made no decisions on this coach. And we talking about Fergie. You know this was gonna happen in the British media. That's fine.
We were having a good break. We were having a good break, please.
Go ahead.
She's having a good break. I was watching my American sports.
Yeah.
I'm
not gonna hot up my head over this. I'm not gonna get upset. I actually kind of agree with a lot of you. Just basically the way it was handled was shite. Definitely shite. I am gonna hold out hope that behind the scenes the man them know what they're doing, and Sir Alex will definitely be taken care of. I can't stress that right now. Right. People getting upset. Like, I have a belief in my heart that Sir Alex will be taken care of. They will not hang the man out to dry like that. So that's where I stand. But I'm definitely on Ineos watch. This was a strike one for me, because I've been riding with them and being like, yo, on the fence with Ten Hag. You guys are backing him. I'm backing you guys. But yo, just the way this was handling the media, I don't rate it at all. So we're up on Ineos watch for sure.
All right,
real quick, you know Fergie's going to retain his role as a non-executive member of the board also.
Correct.
Of course.
Why did we
He's not completely gone? And not only that,
no. It's not about him being gone. And I hear everybody's argument. Yes, we need money. We're broke. I don't know why we have broke owners, but anyway, let's let that go. Yes, we need to make cutbacks. $2 million in the grand scheme is a lot of money. A lot of us won't make that in a lifetime.
In regards to breaking tradition, we don't get an explanation why. They just do things.
Well, that's another topic. Right? That's another topic. Well, yeah, Sir Jim he's the shot caller now. He has the right to do things. Now, the way I read it in The Athletic, Sir Jim said, I contacted Fergie to let him know we're making cutbacks and we're going to remove his salary, his ambassadorship. Fergie was okay with it. Fergie said, "That's fine. I'll pay the bills." Cool. But I'm on the same wavelength than Mikey. Now, how much has this club made off 20 times? And I know he's done it 13 times. How many clubs have made of saying we're the first treble winners? How many times has this club, how much money has this club generated off Fergie's likeness, his presence, what he's done for this club? The reason why we're all here, you can't put a dollar amount on that. And I understand we're trying to cut back and save money. We're going to build a $2 billion stadium.
And we're asking the people of Manchester to build
let's
it.
have only 50% of the seats be toilet seats be heated then. Keep the
So
money.
you're gonna have a stand named after him.
If you want to have Oasis do a friggin' Rossclot concert at Trafford, you keep Fergie's money. I believe, me personally, he's a legacy. This should be a legacy payment. Listen, what you've done for this club, what you've done for English football, nobody can repay you. It's an honor that we have Sir Alex Ferguson in our record books. It's a honor that we have a stand named after him. It's an honor and a privilege. The good times he's brought this club. There's no dollar amount you can put on it. I think the way it came out, it looks shitty. The optics is bad because, like Mikey says, we're not in the best state right now. Some people want our current coach to be fired. So now some people are putting it out there. They fired Fergie over, they fired Eric Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? All that is coming out like that right now. And it doesn't make sense when I drive over here and Liverpool fans is calling my Rossclot phone. What is a club like Manchester United doing, firing an England legend? I get it. And I get what we're saying, Sean. I know what you're saying. We need to save money. But how bad it looks and how hurtful it feels for some supporters, I don't see how this 2.1 million makes sense.
But how would you feel if they did this instead? They paid him $1 a year so he could keep his ambassador role.
It's not even about the ambassador role, though. I would be happy if he stayed at home and collected the money. I don't care.
Pension, right?
I don't want to hear about this I don't want his name.
And I hear what you're saying, Logan. I hear what you said.
I don't want his name disgraced in this manner ever again.
Feel like
for people to even think they could take the piss. People texted me today like, look how you guys do with your manager. Look how you guys do with your greatest ever. I don't want his name disrespected. There's a lot of people I will disrespect. David De Gea is one of them.
Oh, wow.
But Sir Alex, no, bro. You can't do that, bro. And the way it came out was bad. And Ineos not knowing that, not feeling out, not thinking about any of this. This could have been done closed doors. Nobody would have known. I get you're beholden to the shareholders to leak this kind of information, to say this kind of stuff, but there's 1,000 better ways to do it. There's 1,000 other men that need less money than Sir Alex. Just saying, bro. Everybody making this argument of it's just business. I'm like, y'all are all of a sudden y'all are pro-establishment when it comes to one of our the top guy at our club, but we pay Anthony $10 million a year.
Okay, talking about Anthony, did you hear the news today?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Anthony, right?
Shout out to Jeff here. Says they got a stand named after him. So on to Anthony. And great. I love everybody. I respect your opinions. I just think if they would have kept this quiet, that would have been the best move they could have done.
Agree. More of the way it came out.
It shocked me when I saw it this morning. I'm not gonna lie. But let's move on to Anthony. So, Manchester United says they are willing to listen to 40. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah.
So, is that what you want to say, Sean?
Yeah, Manchester United ready to let struggling winger Anthony leave the club for 40 million.
Well, goddamn, ain't that good?
40 good. No one's paying him fucking 40 million for him.
I don't know if 40 million for that.
He was worth 35 originally.
25.
25. How does everybody feel about that? I don't think. What do you think we could get for Anthony? Straight up, real talk.
15,
10 million max.
I reckon
Logan,
less than Dan James.
I bet you get 20 million with some add-ons, some clauses in there.
No. I can't see that.
Mikey, how you feel?
We're lucky if we get box of cigarettes and some chicken 65 for that dude, bro. Whatever we get is
everybody
good.
a general question.
Fix
Is
the roof for us. We get
Better
Anthony.
than Palestri to you?
No, he's not better than Palestri.
No.
How much did we sell Palestri for?
16, wasn't it?
40.
I don't know how much do
No,
we sell
not
it
40.
for.
I
Oh,
got
Like
16.
five.
What do you-
I'm saying we're gonna get 5 for him and add-ons.
I'm
make it
just
10.
saying.
We sold Van de Beek, so it can't be that bad.
No.
Van de Beek's doing good, by the way.
It's more of a comparable
Yes.
comparison.
Yeah, facts. But I'm just saying we got Van de Beek off the book, so it's like there's got to be hope for Anthony.
Oh, 6 million.
If
he asked
IS
for.
wants a
Not
bad
40.
bet, please.
Take him.
So that happened today. Anthony's now available for 40. There was 4 confirmed players that will not be back. Tom Heaton,
Another one,
Johnny
just
Evans.
Nick and a living.
Johnny Evans, my guy from
Eriksson.
Norway, Ericsson, and I'm forgetting one more name.
Casemiro won't be back anyway, but it's not confirmed
Casemiro,
yet.
I think isn't he?
Yeah.
Off the
Oh,
Yeah.
and we said Jonathan, Tom Heaton.
Yeah.
Okay, so those guys
Eriksson, Casemiro.
are in the end of their contracts, and they will probably not be back.
All right.
Is anybody boo-hooing over that?
No,
Yeah, just
He's
real
coming
quick.
in.
Go ahead.
We keep giving Tom Heaton money. We kept giving him money. But we got to ask Fergie for $2 billion. But kid, we got a.
I didn't
fourth
realize.
choice
I didn't
goal- a
realize
fourth
Fergie
choice
can go and go.
goalkeeper. Please let me finish, Glenn. We got a 4th choice goalkeeper that never plays. What are we talking about here? That's the first guy that needs to go off the books.
I like the energy Sean's bringing today.
I love it.
Birthday
Marvin
energy, that's
says
birthday
we are
energy.
Man United. Nothing is ever done quietly. Facts. Preach, Marvin.
I like.
So let's go into the big news. Is this the big news for the day? England has a new boss, and they selected the guy that Ineos liked and I liked,
I mean,
Thomas Tuchel. And a lot of people felt this was going to be the guy to replace Eric Ten Hag. So what does this mean for the Manchester United Football Club? Obviously, Eric Ten Hag has more time to figure it out, or that means Rude will be the successor. I don't know. Logan, you're the new booty. Pause.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yo,
God damn.
hey,
How do you feel about what is that? How does that feel for? Oh, the Lakers are playing Golden State.
who
They're
cares?
losing, aren't they?
Okay. Okay.
Bonnie James is.
So Logan, how do you feel? How do you think that helps us or hurts us? And who's the next coaching candidate? That's a big question.
That's one.
I think the way they pushed so hard for Rude to come in, I think they're really kind of banking on him being a fallback just in case the season went south. And I think with Tuchel moving to England, I think they're pretty committed to that at this point. I'd say Ten Hag might have till Christmas, depending on how these next couple weeks go. And then once that transfer window's open, see how that goes.
Fair facts. Ronaldo,
And
how do you feel?
I mean,
Go ahead.
Tuchel, we saw him at Chelsea. He did okay, but not like I wasn't overly impressed with it, you know. So he's been in the Premier League.
He won the Champions League.
You're not impressed with winning the Champions League?
Well, you remember
Finishing 5th and winning the Champions League.
people gauge the Premier League is more important than the Champions League.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, guys, what would you rather win? What's more important to you, the Premier League or the Champions League?
It depends on the frequency in which we win it. Like, yeah, I would love to win the league every year, but if I could mix some Europe in there, that'd be great. But to win just Europe all the time, but not handle business at home, I
Well,
don't know.
Europa to me is that's cool.
I'll take it right now.
yeah.
I mean, I would take it right now.
the way
My
our
guy,
situated, we need that
Birthday,
right
Sean,
now.
how do you feel? And congratulations to you, England supporter. You have now
German win in England a World Cup in New York City is what I'm saying.
wow, that is crazy.
Confident. That's confident.
Wow.
That's
He
confident.
said,
So
New
how,
York
how
City.
do you think that hurts or helps the club, or do you think that?
I'm
pushing
seeing a
that.
lot of reports today, and I mean a lot of reports that Ten Hag, if he does not win the next 2 games, is getting fired. So that goes to show that Tuchel was probably never at the top of the list.
Man,
Well,
I agree with that.
So, like, if Tuchel was top of the list, like there was also reports today that Tuchel's been talking to England since January. So this goes to show that Tuchel was never in kind of talks with. Well, he was in talks with Man United, but he wasn't literally the number one candidate. I think that's just more media talk. So that says to me that somebody else is. I think Ruud will probably take over for a little while, but United need a more established manager in charge. So I'm not sure who is going to be the top dog if we do lose the next 2 games. But I think Ruud's going to take over for a little while. I just hope we don't do what we did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If he goes on a win streak and then give him a 4-year contract and then
that's definitely gonna happen.
If United fire Ten Hag, they need a top dog manager to come in, someone that's won to come in and fix this.
Well,
like I know Mourinho's done it and stuff like that, but he didn't have the backing of, say, Sir Jim and stuff like that. He didn't have a board behind him. I would take Mourinho back right now with this board behind him. Like, why not? Like, who else is out there? Like,
you take Mourinho back?
I would at this point. Yep.
I think Mourinho's burnt. I think he's washed.
He's burnt.
He's past his prime.
I just don't think he's the guy who can relate to today's player anymore. Yeah, he's doing fine in these other leagues, but Premier League is a monster. We all know that's a monster. Ronaldo, how do you feel? How do you think that helps or hurts the club?
Tuchel would have been I think it would have been decent short term.
Short term, I've heard that before. He's a short term man.
Yeah. But the way he operates and the way our little divas behave, I know he would have ruffled fellas from the jump. So it would have been really short term. And having said that, I don't like any coach's prospects with the few fuckheads that we have in the club right now.
Twin.
I like what you said.
That's my
She's
twin.
jumping there.
I just
First of all, stop all this Trinity thing. Blood clot.
He's like, I don't even have to speak after this guy speaks, though. He's like on the same wavelength.
Yo, like, these guys are they I keep buying into them and they keep showing us that they're bitch made, man. It's fucking hurtful. Like, man. I'm looking forward to the academy right now. Ineos is piling up that academy. Let them kids grow up. Let's see what we get after the World Cup.
And I will say this: if Ineos' plan for us anyway is we're not winning in the Prem till 2028, anyway, rack up some Champions League in the meantime. Let's rack up some Champions League.
Let's get to the Champions League first.
If we're not winning the Prem till 2028,
we're not going to get to 2028.
We ain't making the Champions League this year.
He's just going to come in here and these players are going to win the.
Do you know what we are in Europa right now?
Come on, man.
22nd or something.
Okay, so think just marinate on that.
We're in the mix.
We couldn't even beat FC 20.
I know.
FC 20 don't even sound like a team.
Oh yeah,
it's like the PlayStation 20 that's about to come out. Mikey, jump in there. I know how Mikey feel, but go ahead, Mikey. Oh, I got a comment in here. You guys want me to read it? Y'all want to read it?
Read the comment.
It says, what's more important for us at United at this point? The Champions League, considering our history in Europe, we only have, what did I say?
Whatever pays more money. Because
we only have 3
You're going to take 10 minutes reading that. So whatever pays more money.
If you don't improve till Christmas and take us out, Ruud takes over. Listen, do you want to know how I had a dream about this?
Oh shit, Martin Luther King.
I am tired. This is what I would do. I would cut Ten Hag. I would bring in a manager and said, listen, you can get rid of everybody but.
Oh, you're Ten Hag out.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Just say it with your chest.
Getting rid of. I'm not on the fence no more. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more.
With your chest.
I don't like
to sneak it in there. You see that you got to sneak the shit in there.
His management is poor. The way something about him is not relating to these players. And I'm going to include Sancho in that. And I know that's not a good option to bring there, but he's not relating to players. We've had bust ups with Casemiro. Bruno now is saying some cheeky shit, talking about that. I'm more free with Portugal. I like the way we play with Portugal.
He eats better food.
Better food is crazy. So
it's not that.
I got something for Bruno.
And your ass should have left in the fucking summer, then, shouldn't you, Bruno?
Yep.
Yeah, facts. But so I would tell the new manager, these players keep
right.
Lenny Euro, Garnacho,
Manu should be the
Kobe,
top of the list.
Ahmad. Give me more.
Keeping Zersky? You keeping Rasmus?
Zersky. No, Rashford can go. Rasmus, yes. Zersky, yes.
Okay.
Now, everybody else on the list, if you don't like them, kick rocks. Guess who's left on the list? Rashford. Lissandro, I know that hurts.
Wow.
No, I would keep Onana too. I
You
would keep
keeping
Onana.
Rashford?
I'll give Lissandro one more year. This is his first bad season. He had a great one. He had a hurt one, and
But I'm just saying.
6 games. It's not a bad season. It's been 6 games.
So,
yeah, exactly.
and then I'll tell Rude, this is your best chance to prove you can keep this. You can make this team work. He's gone. I just don't like Eric Ten Hag's man management. I don't like his in-game tactics. Something is not right. McCarthy comes out and says, "We're the best team in training I've ever seen. It's amazing. When we get to the field, it looks like shit. Something ain't right." Eric Ten Hag is not getting better, progressively getting worse. We all watch these matches together, and we all talk. When we come here and talk, Sean talks. I've talked alone. We don't understand what's going on with his substitutions. We don't understand his tactics. He doesn't even drop Bruno anymore. I don't get it. He's scared to make big man moves. This club needs a big character who's not intimidated by players, whose tactics work on the pitch. And I don't think it's going to get better. He has Brentford coming up, and then he has Mourinho coming up in Europa.
Yep. And then Chelsea.
That's going to be the one.
I'm telling you, if Mourinho comes in with Sabitzer, Amrabat, and Fred, and Clowns, I'm not going to no more.
We getting clotted. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, but here's the thing. What type of coach are we trying to get? We trying to get a long-term coach or just a short-term, like 3 years?
Rude has the best lane to prove that he can do something. If Rude can say, "Listen, I'll get this team back," and he shows it.
He proved it. He's proven already. He has a proven record that he can coach a big club.
No.
So why you want to give him a shot?
I'm just going to tell Rude, you got the best chance because you coaching the team right now. If not, you fired.
Wouldn't that be falling into the Oli thing though? He has a good record, so let's keep him.
Yes, it would.
So isn't that going back to repeating history?
Well. That's the thing. I think even with Rude, if Rude does well, then I'm all right with giving. If you do, you don't know what any of these managers are going to do once they get here. We all thought the manager before the last one was going to be great. Yeah. Oh, Mourinho's going to be great. Oh man,
Mourinho was great.
Van Gaal's going to be great. Yeah, he lost his job, so he wasn't that great. You're like, we didn't think to keep him, so he wasn't that great. So like, we just everybody, you don't know what anyone's going to do until the time. If you're doing well, if Rude does well, I'll give him the job. And I'll back him until he's unbackable. And then I'll go in the other direction. But this whole thing that, like, we need a guy that's going to be like this, that we like. We could have got Tuchel and it not worked out. We could have got Tuchel and it not worked out all the same. We don't know. We just don't know. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with sacking guys now and just trying the next thing. That's just what we have to be like now.
Wouldn't we become Chelsea at that point, Mikey? The problem with Chelsea at that point?
What do you mean, Chelsea?
Yeah, who cares?
Coach after coach after coach.
But who cares? We've been saying that
winning leagues and winning Champions Leagues.
We've been saying that for 10 years now. We don't want to be like Chelsea. Chelsea's starting to fire. Chelsea's won a Champions League in that time. Chelsea's finished higher than us in this time. They've won things when we haven't, and they've been able to go through several managers. So now I'm of the mind now that I'm like, you know what? If we need to go through different managers to audition them to see, fine. But this whole hanging my hat on one guy because he's the right guy, right temperament, he could deal with the divas. We don't know until you get here.
Yeah, that's a very
the
good
shirt
point.
heavy when you're wearing it.
Sean, wouldn't you agree this club is a monster to deal with? I mean,
yeah,
it's
been like that. It stems from the top, really. It really does stem from the top of the Glaziers ruining the club since we've been in, not having a correct board and stuff. I think if we had owners that knew what they were doing, had a board in when Fergie left, I think we would be in a better position than we would now. One thing with swapping and firing managers that I don't agree with is, look, we've just got rid of 98% of the players that we had from the Mourinho, from the Oli era. We've finally just got rid of them. I know we have a backroom staff that do better contracts now, but when you keep swapping the players, a manager likes a certain player and he can't always do that if he's been given a team. If you look at Chelsea, they have 48 players. Yes, they've won something in the time, but they have 48 players that they're struggling to get rid of, and they're treating their players like shit too. So does it necessarily? Yes, it wins at what cost though? Like you got 48 players, and you got players that are sitting on the bench, and they're buying players like Sancho, and Sancho's playing like shit once again. He had one good game for Chelsea. Now he's playing like shit again. So I think, when I talk about top long term for a manager, we're never going to see a Fergie. We're never going to see a Wenger. We're never going to see a Pep again or a Klopp. I think a long term manager now is 5 years. So, there is no long term, short term. I think you get a manager in until he does shit, gets rid of it, kind of like Mikey says, by swapping them every year or 2 years, you're left with a team that is with 5 different managers, players, and then you're struggling to get the best out of them. Like Anthony was wonderful at Ajax, but he's shit at Manchester United. Not suited for the Premier League. So when you get rid of players like that, the next coach that comes in is going to be like, oh, well, he's not very good. Let's get rid of him, get my player in. But eventually you have that that's what we're doing with. Like, we're left with that right now. Like, we've finally got to the point where we've got 10 Hags players in, and then 10 Hags doing like shit. So the next coach is going to come in and go, oh shit, I'm stuck with 11 players that have been signed in the last few years. I can't get rid of these. Like, who the fuck is going to buy Anthony right now? Like, you're not going to sell Zerski. You're not going to sell Rasmussen. You're not going to sell all these players that we mentioned. No one's buying Eriksen, too old. No one's buying Casemiro, too old. No one's buying Evans, too old. No one's buying Maguire, too old. So we're left with no money to make, and this is why we're in $113 million worth of debt for the last 5 years.
Hey, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like a football club. This sounds like every other football club have this issue. Everybody else sacks their manager and tries another manager with different players. Everybody does it.
Liverpool didn't do it. City don't do it. Arsenal don't do it.
Okay.
So Klopp's been managing there for 400 years? Did he
No.
not have to inherit other guys and make them work?
He was there for 11 years, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And
before that, what was it? Brendan Rodgers? He had to figure it out.
Brendan Rodgers was there for a while.
Yeah, he was there for 4 years.
Yeah.
You have to figure it out with other guys. You have to figure it out. So just saying, oh, this guy's bad, this guy's bad, this one.
No, I agree. I agree with you in the aspect of like keeping, like, you can't fire a manager every 2 years. It just doesn't work.
Well,
it hasn't worked for us. You're right.
Well, right now in the Premier League, the only two coaches that have been at their positions longer than Erik ten Hag are Arteta and Pep. Everybody else is removed and brought in new managers, and they're doing better than us.
Yeah.
So,
revelation.
Comments right
then
here.
we got some comments. Real quick.
Blake Hardwood, we need someone with hair.
Don't be hating on people with bald head, man, Blake. Don't be doing that shit, bro. For real.
And Jeff, if we replace Ten Hag, we need a coach with Premier League experience, someone who knows the league play style.
Yeah, but there's not too many of those, though.
And another one this Saturday, all roads lead to the Red Army barbecue and beach day at Dockweiler Beach. RSVP.
Salute to our press.
Yep.
Okay, let's real quick. We got 5 minutes, gentlemen. We have great topics. Everybody had great comments. Sean, I love what you said. Logan, everybody, I love what you said. We got Brentford this weekend. Real quick, we have injury problems and we have shit football. How do you feel? Everybody chime in. Give me your thoughts on the game. Let's be quick. We got about 5 minutes left. Go ahead, Ronaldo.
I have a little hope because we're home. We got a little break. New people coming back. I think we could squeak in a 1-0. Wow. Feel like we're not gonna lose. I don't know why. I'm stupid.
Well, damn, that made me confident. Logan, how you feel, Logan, about this match? We have injury concerns. We are going to be reporting putting Johnny Evans at left back. We don't have a Garnacho. I guarantee that Ugarte won't play because his last game is tomorrow for international duty. So we'll probably have
No, they played today.
He played today?
Yeah, they drew 0-0. Uruguay.
Okay, so Erik ten Hag will probably say he's not fit. and I'm not ready to
He's
go.
still not gonna play him. He's not gonna start him.
Still not
How
gonna
do
play.
you feel about going into this weekend?
Not great. We've been getting abused at left back all season, it feels like. And I know Johnny Evans great, but does he have the legs to play left back? And do we have someone to cover him?
That's sad.
I don't know about that. So I'm worried. Brentford isn't playing as well as they have been past couple seasons, so I guess that's the positive. But our left side
Maguire
is
out?
struggling.
Yes, Maguire's
Yeah,
out.
Maguire's out.
Oh, then we lose 2-1.
I'm thinking 2-1 is a fair.
Mikey, how do you feel going to the weekend?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I know.
Who knows?
3-0, Man United, remember?
Who knows? Yeah, 3-0. 3-0. Fuck it.
Us,
3-0.
we win.
3-0 either way. Who cares? Like,
Here's our injuries. We have Garnacho out, Maguire out, Manu out, Shaw out, Euro out, Malassi out, Maserati out, Mount out. No
it
Manu.
doesn't matter. We're at this point now where we're like, oh, is this guy playing? Is that guy playing?
Anthony left back. Let's get a couple more million out of
Well,
him.
make your money.
Yeah.
God, I would love for him to ball out of left back.
Yeah.
Same.
Sean, my brother, had the birthday lad. How are you feeling about this weekend?
2-1 loss.
2-1 loss.
Wow,
Maguire's not in.
I don't. Stop.
The
Everybody stop.
only reason I'm saying that because Maguire's out is because Maguire could have played centre back and we could have moved Martinez out to the left side. The fact that Maguire's out, we have no cover on the left.
We
Did
got
you just say
Lindelof.
we got
Lindelof, come on. Jesus.
I got
Jeremy, how do you feel?
I got a 2-1 United.
That's my nigga. I mean,
Yeah,
my guy.
2-1 United. 2-1 United. Come on, that's exactly exactly. Haters, come on, man. It's back to manager.
Haters.
Yeah, back him.
No, 2-1 United. I'm just trying to be optimistic. but
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
I'm just looking forward to the beach after the game, regardless of
Yeah.
the results.
Yeah, where was my invite for
Right.
this?
Win or lose, the supporters need to stay united.
Yes,
We
sir.
can laugh or cry. Just
The
do it
hope that
together,
kills.
united at the beach.
Where was mine and Mikey's invite for this? Ronaldo's.
You're invited.
Are you flying in for it?
Fly in. If you do fly in, I'll pick you up and you're invited.
I'll pick you up.
I've been to better beaches.
Honestly, I feel like we might do well because he's going to be forced to do different tactics. He might be forced into a back three in some way. He might be forced into
gonna
more
be the
possession base because
So you're hoping he's forced into something that's going to give us favorable results.
Yes.
All right.
yes, because he doesn't have Garnacho to rely on. That means a model play, or he might play an Anthony over Ahmad, which is crazy.
Anthony at left back, baby. Let him make that money.
The midfield will probably be something like Casemiro, Eriksson, Bruno.
Yeah.
I like when Eriksson plays. I hate to say it, but I like when Eriksson plays for
It's
us.
working. It's working.
Eriksson
I don't
can
mind
sit
Eriksson
there
playing.
for my money.
So
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
mind Ericsson
predict
playing as long as you
a-
yank him in the 60th minute.
Yeah, I think he gives you what, like good 60 minutes.
Oh no, we played 90 the last two games, and he's
Did
balling.
we win
brilliant.
those?
No, you're right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sean. Touche. Whoever said that, touche.
That
was
was
Sean.
Sean.
I'm gonna go with a crazy 2-2.
All right. That makes the most sense.
We don't have Scotty McTominay. I was gonna say Scotty's not coming. He tied Portugal today, and Cristiano lost his mind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the 2-2. I think everybody's pretty much lost. Couple wins, there's no draw. I'm gonna go with the draw. Well, this could be the beginning of something beautiful, or the beginning of.
It's a telling
Of
sign
the
when
end,
you saying
beginning
this.
of
And
the end.
everyone's just quiet. Everyone seems to.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. Ronaldo,
Full house.
Logan, thank
Yo,
you for
Ronaldo.
breaking your virginity, Logan. Mikey,
Oh, Lord.
happy birthday to my
Happy
guys.
birthday,
in the
happy
studio.
birthday.
Thanks for showing up. This has been another one of those
man.
Casual Red shows.
See y'all Saturday
See
at the
y'all
barbecue
Saturday.
Respect. One love, one love.
United
See you boys
Fan
Saturday.
Zone 24
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Right, guys?
No, Thursday.
Thursday.
Everybody
Enjoy
check
the beach.
it out. And everybody who commented, we appreciate it. We're in the whip.
Show.
Love.
Peace.
You are listening to Those Casual Reds with Casey Gayle, Jeremy Sanchez, and Mikey Douglas, only on LA Talk Radio.